Today on Heavy Metal Frequency, I'm reviewing Harakiri for the Sky, Scorched Earth. They're considered basically a pure post-black metal band, or they're also considered a post-black metal, post-hardcore band, but I don't feel like they have the spoken word aspect for that. I feel like Harakiri was originally a post-black metal band, and they're kind of like a very interesting combination of post-black metal, punk, and crust punk. And if you really think about it, that's a fairly apt depiction of their genres. That's true. But you can, before I get into this, I'm just going to say, like I usually say, you can infer whatever you want with genres and stuff. You could say that there's some pure post-metal on here or whatever. That's up to you as the listener. But I think they're a mix of several genres. Still a very post-black metal forward band, but there are, with the vocals, there are some like crust punk and punk qualities to them, because I don't feel like they have a post-hardcore element to them. So this is a highly melodic release. Post-black metal has that kind of interesting dichotomy. It's unlike traditional black metal, which is much darker and harder, and then melodic black metal, which is melodic. Post-black metal's kind of both at the same time because of the relative dryness of the wet signal guitar tones, and how it has a different post-black metal has a different kind of vibe to other, even compared to things like post-rock, has a completely different vibe than other forms of metal. It's really interesting. It's hard to explain. You need to really listen to it and do some homework. It'd be cool. Like Harakiri for the Sky, Pelican, it'll be cool. So Explosions in the Sky. So this is a very interesting post-black metal album. This also has some it has more, a little bit of like some punk elements more than the vocals. That's another thing I was gonna say, is that some more than the vocals, there are some guitar solos on here as well, so it's not just long atmospheric vamping soundscapes, although the long atmospheric vamping soundscapes are excellent. The riffs are excellent. The vocals fit very well with this music. It's just that this is something that you'll kind of get. One thing with Harakiri albums and a lot of post-black metal albums, you'll get really lost in them, and they'll occupy large expanses of time because you're going to enjoy this. And it's hard to be a casual listener with bands like Harakiri and Opeth and stuff like that, and because you tend to get really into it. And so just keep that in mind. And maybe this is one of those bands you drink a lot of coffee with, because it'll keep you sharp while you're listening to it, unless you don't want to. It's a very interesting kind of thing. Without You, I'm Just a Sad Song is is really interesting. One of the interesting things on here, because it's almost like a really long form single. Some of these tracks are constructed that way. It's really, really interesting. Unfortunately, the one thing I will say, this doesn't have Street Spirit fade out on it. It's only the first 7 tracks. Let me unbox this real quick. But yeah, so this is an excellent post-black metal, like, I guess post-black metal plus other stuff album. Even though you could consider this a pure post-black metal album, I wouldn't go that far. But this is fantastic, and I highly suggest you pick up a copy soon. Thank you.